So every Thursday for Women's History Month, you get a treat because CBS Sports Texas highlights women who are impacting the world of sports. And tonight, our Bray Aldridge is introducing us to a pioneer on the gridiron, paving the way for women in the game of football that we've never seen before.
What if I told you young girls could grow up and play professional tackle football? What if I told you women could make a living playing tackle football? That's the vision Odessa Jenkins had in mind when she founded the Women's National Football Conference in 2018.
The perfect picture for me is that investors, fans, brands all see women playing football as so valuable that they're willing to take all the risk that they are with men and boys in football.
The once eager teenager from South Central Los Angeles has been advocating for women to be on the gridiron because she remembers the vivid feeling of buying into the idea that there was no room for her to play the game she loved most.
The boys got bigger and my coach was like, look, you're gonna get killed out here. You need to really think about playing a sport that girls play.
The then 8th grader took that advice to heart, but it didn't compare to the adversity Odessa was facing in her personal life.
My oldest brother, Ricardo, was murdered due to gang violence and in 1991, and it changed the trajectory of my family. It changed the way I saw. I was 11 years old, and I just didn't understand how someone could take someone away from me.
Odessa describes seeing death, destruction, and violence growing up in South Central LA, but sports is where she channeled her pain into purpose.
That actually made me fall deeper into sport and connect with other people in that way. And I think it did the same thing for my family.
Her path took her beyond the field and straight to the court. Odessa pursued basketball, a sport that accepted girls.
I ended up getting a Division I college scholarship. And so it was like, ideally, it was a really good time for an athlete. For me, I was always missing football.
After graduating and entering the workforce, the California native moved to Dallas, where she was reacquainted with her first love.
The second day I was here, I Googled women's tackle football, and a world opened up to me.
Are you ready for the war?
Over the next 10 years, Odessa played with a few different leagues, emerging as the top running back, stacking up gold medals, winning 6 national championships.
That was kind of the pinnacle of my career. Is I won a natty, I won a world title, and came back to Dallas, and people were like, what women's football? Like, nobody knew who we were.
It was some of the best moments of women's tackle football the world never saw.
This one was Sweden, so I think Sweden, Canada, Finland.
No cameras, no streaming, no real coverage. Then, in 2019, Odessa knew it was time for a change.
For our fans, for our daughters, for our sisters, for our mothers, for our brothers. Welcome to the new standard of women's tackle football.
The WNFC celebrated its inaugural season. 15 teams, hundreds of women, one common goal: play the sport they love. Years of research and networking allowed Odessa to raise funding for her league. But make no mistake, reaching opening day didn't come without hardship.
When we started, there were no global sponsors of women's sports. Nobody was giving us $1. Nobody was really giving us product or anything else. It was unheard of, really, for a global brand to sponsor women's tackle football. It had never been done.
Odessa spent the next 5 years on a mission to accelerate equity and empower women in her sport, and it paid off big time.
We're in a multi-year agreement with Adidas. We just got sponsored by Dove. We now have a 5-year agreement with Victory Plus to be our streaming partner, same partner as the Dallas Stars, same partner as the Texas Rangers.
Growing a brand, remaining authentic.
I'm just saying, you know we are a women's league.
Gotta have some
So
spice.
we gotta have some spice, some bedazzle.
A different look of football, creating a new era of pioneers.
It's the kind of stuff you want in your child, your daughter, your aunt, right? I want my girls to know that everything, not anything's possible, everything is possible for her.
Reporting in Dallas, Brianna Aldridge, CBS Sports Texas.